What if I told you that Fujifilm might be secretly working on a camera that could completely change the game for content creators and photography enthusiasts in 2025? While most eyes are locked onto the recently released X-T50, there's a quieter story unfolding behind the scenes, one that very few are talking about. It's the rumored Fujifilm X-T30 III, a potential upgrade to one of the most beloved mid-range mirrorless cameras in the X series lineup. And if the leaks and patterns are anything to go by, this camera could be a serious dark horse. In today's video, we're diving deep into everything we know so far about this mysterious and highly anticipated model. We'll explore all the rumored specifications, analyze the expected upgrades, and help you decide whether this could be the perfect hybrid camera you've been waiting for. We'll also compare it to its predecessor, the X-T30 II, and break down what this means for Fujifilm's direction in 2025. So if you've been thinking about upgrading your camera setup, or you're just curious about what Fujifilm might be planning next, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because what you're about to learn could save you from making the wrong decision at the wrong time. Let's get started. The Fujifilm X-T30 series has been one of the most successful mid-range mirrorless lines in Fujifilm's history. When the original X-T30 was released in 2019, it became an instant hit for vloggers, hobbyists, and street photographers who wanted high-end image quality in a compact and affordable package. Then came the X-T30 II in 2021, an internal refresh that brought updated firmware, faster autofocus, and improved usability, but didn't change much physically. However, since then, the market has shifted dramatically. With 4K becoming standard, AI-powered autofocus systems evolving rapidly, and content creators demanding more from compact gear, Fujifilm needs to push the X-T30 series forward to remain competitive. And that's where the rumored X-T30 III enters the conversation. While Fujifilm has made no official announcement, several industry insiders, reliable forum members, and leak trackers have hinted that a new camera sitting below the X-T50 is currently in the works. Fujifilm's naming strategy also suggests that the X-T30 line isn't dead. In fact, releasing an X-T30 III would give the company a perfect opportunity to offer a budget-friendly alternative to the higher-priced X-T50, especially for creators who don't need a PSM dial and prefer the classic retro control layout. So, is the X-T30 III confirmed? No, but is it highly likely based on Fujifilm's release patterns and current market needs? Absolutely. Let's now break down the expected specs, starting with the heart of the camera, the sensor. Many believe the X-T30 III will retain the 26.1 MP X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor, which has already proven itself across several models. However, if Fujifilm wants to future-proof this camera, it might surprise everyone by introducing the 40.2 MP X-Trans CMOS 5 HR sensor, the same one used in the X-T5. This would immediately position the X-T30 III as a beast in a small body. Next is the processor. The X-T30 II still runs on the X Processor 4, but the newer X Processor 5 has brought major improvements in autofocus, noise reduction, and heat management. If Fujifilm includes this processor, expect vastly better tracking autofocus, especially for faces, eyes, animals, and even moving vehicles, making the X-T30 III a solid hybrid option for video shooters as well. When it comes to video capabilities, the bar is higher than ever. If Fujifilm wants to compete, the X-T30 III must offer at least 4K 60 frames per second 10-bit internal recording. It's also possible we'll see 6.2K open gate recording, like in the XS20, especially if the new sensor is adopted. That would be a game changer for vertical video, anamorphic work, and reframing in post. Design-wise, Fujifilm is expected to stick to the compact, retro-style body that the X-T30 series is known for. However, there are strong requests from users for an improved, fully articulating LCD screen, especially from vloggers and content creators. If Fujifilm responds to this demand, it could make the X-T30 X-T30 III, one of the most attractive compact cameras for solo creators. Connectivity is another area where we expect improvements. With the rise of live streaming and mobile content creation, the X-T30 III may offer native webcam functionality, improved Bluetooth/Wi-Fi, and seamless integration with the new Fujifilm X app. This allows for faster file transfers and even remote control for self-shooting creators. Battery life is expected to remain similar, with the INPI W126S battery still powering the system. But with a more efficient processor, users might see extended shooting time, possibly up to 400 shots per charge under normal use. So, who should wait for the Fujifilm X-T30 III? This rumored camera isn't aimed at professionals with huge gear bags. It's for the mobile creator, hybrid shooter, and street photographer who wants power without bulk. If you're someone who needs excellent image quality, reliable autofocus, creative film simulations, and serious video specs in a discrete body, this could be the camera that checks all your boxes. It's also ideal for those who are considering buying the X-T30 II or XS10, but wanted something in between, a camera with the traditional dials and tactile control of older Fujifilm cameras, but with new internal power. If you're not in urgent need of a camera right now, holding off and waiting for the Fujifilm X-T30 III could be a smart move. The rumored enhancements, particularly in areas like processing power, autofocus speed and accuracy, and upgraded video capabilities, are compelling enough to make current models feel a bit outdated. These aren't just minor tweaks. They're meaningful upgrades that could dramatically improve the shooting experience. However, there's always the possibility that Fujifilm shifts focus and chooses not to release the X-T30 III, instead steering buyers toward newer models like the X-T50 or the XS20. If that's the case, those two cameras still stand strong as excellent alternatives in terms of performance, features, and reliability. But if the X-T30 III does officially make its debut toward the end of 2025, it might just become the best value-for-money hybrid camera in Fujifilm's entire mirrorless lineup. Especially if Fujifilm manages to keep its price under $1,200, it could deliver the perfect balance of performance and affordability, ideal for both hobbyists and serious creators. Fujifilm has built its reputation on responding to the needs of its user base. And if the X-T30 III comes to life, it could represent a pivotal moment for content creators looking for that sweet spot between nostalgic Fuji design and cutting-edge digital performance. It would essentially bring flagship-like features down to a compact, mid-range body, without compromising on portability, price, or the essence of what makes a Fujifilm camera so special. So now the big question: would you wait it out for the potential release of the Fujifilm X-T30 III, or would you rather make the jump now with a proven and capable XS20 or X-T50? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what direction you're leaning. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with fellow camera enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into upcoming camera rumors, confirmed releases, and expert insights. Trust us, you're not going to want to miss what's coming next.